For today's video is what 3 things you have to know before coming to England. What are those important points you have to keep in mind before you migrate to England? There is a saying about this country that should never ever rely on these 3 W's: work, women and weather. Weekend है तो obviously घर का काम करना पड़ता है, साफ सफाई and all. So finally everything is done. Now I can enjoy my tea and also talk to you guys. What's up my lovely people, welcome back to our new video. For those who know me, I'm Imtiaz from FitBash, and those who don't know me, I'm still Imtiaz from FitBash. I mean, I'm change nahi kar lunga, theek hai? So thank you very much for everyone who has subscribed to the channel, and those who have not, do it now. You still have got time. I'm not going anywhere. मैं कहाँ चला जाऊँगा यार, हम यहीं हूँ. So जिसने नहीं किया है subscribe, please अब कर लीजिए, ठीक है? So the topic for today's video is what 3 things you have to know before coming to England. What are those important points you have to keep in mind before you migrate to England? So शुरुआत करते हैं वीडियो की. First and most important point is weather. Now weather is, there is a saying about this country that should never ever rely on these 3 W's: work, women and weather. Well, women के बारे में तो नहीं बोलूँगा. I'm not too sure about women. I've been a very good boy, yeah, so I can't comment on that. I'm very sure women are good, loyal. As far as आपका नसीब गांडू नहीं है तो हमेशा नसीब चल जाएगा. But I'll definitely talk about weather and I'll definitely talk about work. Never ever rely on weather and work. कभी भी change हो सकता है, कभी भी बदल सकता है. Especially weather. Now, when we talk about weather, mostly Asian countries में the weather change, we have 5 different weather: summer, winter, spring, rainy season and autumn. यहाँ पर ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. Weather is usually either is summer or it's winter. और रेनी सीजन नाम की कोई सीजन ही नहीं होती, because it rains 365 days a year. It can rain any time. It can start raining whenever the weather changes. So there is no rainy season. There is only winter and there is only summer. Now bear in mind, winter is the biggest season of the country. The winter will usually start from September and it ends almost by end of April. So altogether it's for 8 months. So you have to keep this in mind that winter is going to be long. Now when we're talking about winter, usually days are very short. The sun will rise around 7:30, 8. It's February right now, and the sunrise happens around 7:30, 4:45. Sunset happens around 4 o'clock, latest by 2:30, 4 o'clock. So days are relatively very short. बहुत छोटा दिन होता है, and the daylight is always dull. It's always cloudy, it's always dull, it's always raining. So you have to keep this thing in mind, because I've seen normally when people come here, they have a weather depression. Well, eventually when I was new, when I was young, I didn't understand the concept of weather depression. But now, being so many years, I do understand now, because see, even if I show you now outside, the frame will be so dark because it's always cloudy, it's always raining, and it's always really dull. So that's how the winter weather is, but you have to get used to it. It also snows a lot. Winter में usually temperature रहता है, minimum temperature will be -1, -2. Like currently the temperature is -1. It will go up to 4-5 degrees usually by midday, latest towards the end of the day it gets around 4 or 5. So temperature is always low, and it also snows mostly in December, January and February. Usually snow का season होता है, so it's also snow at this time. But again, this is when you are going up in Scotland, that's in north and it's more on the top on the mountain. वहाँ का weather is little bit more extreme. In winters weather will go around -10 degrees. वहाँ पर winter में चला जाता है, and it snows a lot in Scotland. But Scotland is known as Switzerland of UK. So if you want to have a cheap budget holidays and if you want to experience kind of Switzerland, Scotland is your place. But it's really beautiful place. It's really nice. The mountains are good. The valleys, the rivers. It's excellent place. Scottish farms are known to be very well known. It's really beautiful. But in summer, winter में it's very cold. So that's about winter. Now when it comes to summer, the days are extremely long. So sun will set around 9 o'clock, half 9, even quarter to 10, 9:45 तक चला जाता है दिन, and the sunrise will happen around 4, quarter past 4 in the morning. So days are relevantly longer, almost 19-20 hours of daylight you will see. So you have to keep this in mind that weather will be little bit different from your home country. वीकेंड है तो ऑब्वियसली घर का काम करना पड़ता है, साफ सफाई एंड ऑल. फाइनली एवरीथिंग इज डन. नाउ आई कैन एंजॉय माय टी एंड ऑल्सो टॉक टू यू गाइस. सो नाउ दैट ब्रिंग्स मी to the second point, that you have to be very, very self-independent. You have to learn to do things all by yourself. Now, especially when people are coming in from Asian countries, we are very, very reliable on our people doing our job, like mechanics and maids and handyman. So we are always waiting for someone else to come and do things. Like people will have maids at home. So one maid will come and clean, one maid will come and cook, one maid will come and do the hoover and stuff. जब यहाँ ऐसा कुछ नहीं करना पड़ता. Obviously you must have seen in the video that even petrol भी खुद ही भरना पड़ता है. There is no person standing at the gas station who will fill up the petrol and take money. Nothing. You fill up your own petrol, you pay for your own money and leave. Don't think that बिना पैसे दिए भाग जाओगे. Not possible. There are always CCTV cameras, so don't try that. Anyway, jokes apart, you have to do everything by yourself. Now, I've mostly seen people coming in, especially the young age, young couples. They are obviously doing really well in their countries. They'll have their drivers, they will have chauffeurs, they'll have maids, helpers, assistants, so much that they get help. And when they come here, and they get really depressed and they get really upset. The fact knowing that they have to do everything by yourself. You have to cook yourself, you have to clean your vessels, you have to do hoovering, mopping, even you have to fix your car sometimes by yourself. Like obviously after video when they cut it, I was fixing my cupboard. Now if I call someone to fix it, they're gonna charge me at least 50 pounds. 50 pounds for just 10 minutes job. Now why should I waste that 50 pounds? It's a lot of money, obviously. Think about that. So I have to learn to do things like you have to fix things here and there. Even when you buy furniture, no one's gonna come and fix it for you. There's a place called IKEA. You go there, you buy your furniture, they'll give you a map, the plan how to fix it. You fix all by yourself. There's no one who's gonna come and fix it for you, because if no one's gonna come. Even if someone comes, they're gonna charge you a lot of money. So why you're not gonna waste all that money? So you will have to learn to do things by yourself. Now that is not something to be worried about. It's like a normal day-to-day life. Like India, mein people are so used to go by rickshaw. Even if it's 5 minutes walk, we'll call a cab or we'll call a rickshaw and we'll go in rickshaw. But in here it's not like that. Even if it's a 10 minutes, 15 minutes walk, like where we live from our place to the tube station, it's a good 10-15 minutes walk. But there is no rickshaw, so we have to walk. I've become used to it. Like from the tube station to my workplace, it's almost like good 20 minutes walk, almost like a half a mile. I have to walk every day. I can't call a cab because every time I call a cab, I have to pay 10 pounds. Now 10 pounds in the morning, 10 pounds in the evening, that's a 20 pounds. That's a lot of money every day, 5 days a week, 100 pounds just for a cab. So I'm used to walking now. So you have to walk. So these are the things you'll have to bear in mind before coming into England, before coming into UK, that you'll have to do things all by yourself. So the third point and the last point, but certainly not the least point, is money. Now we all know that we migrate or we go to different countries to earn money, to save money, and to live a better and a good life. But at that time, what mistake most people do is they start converting the money. Now let me explain you in detail. So when you earn in pounds, obviously if you're coming to England, you're earning in pounds. So you're earning in pounds and you are spending in pounds. Do not ever start converting in your home currency. in your home country currency. Like what most people do is when they earn pounds, they are very happy. But as soon as they start spending pounds, they start converting, let's say, in rupees. So if, for instance, they are spending 100 pounds, they think that, oh my god, I'm spending 6,000 rupees. But you are not spending rupees, you are spending in pounds. You earn in pounds and you spend in pounds. So first and foremost thing you need to do is do not ever start converting in rupees. Second thing, the currency ratio is, or the conversion ratio is good to take into account when you are sending money. So when, let's say, you are transferring money to your home country in your home country account, that's the time you need to convert the rupee, convert the money, or to start converting the pounds. Obviously that's when only then it makes sense, because you are gonna receive the money in your home country currency. But when you are here, you are obviously spending in pounds. Then second thing is that you have to take into consideration is the tax ratio. Now obviously when you are coming, if you have already applied for a job and if you already have got a job, obviously, which is very good, but if you're not, even if you haven't received, but obviously you know that what kind of a job you're going to be applying and what kind of work you're going to be doing, so you know kind of a rough idea you have about the salary package and the cap of salary. So you only think that if your package is 40,000, you're going to earn 40,000 pounds, but you forget to take into consideration the amount of tax you're going to pay. On average, the tax ratio is 30%. So if you are earning around 100 pounds, you're gonna get after tax 70 pounds. So you have to take that thing into consideration, because what happens is mostly people come, they think they have big dreams that I'm gonna earn this much money, and when they start paying tax, obviously tax goes a lot, they get really upset about paying the tax, because a lot of money has been deducted. But don't think in that way. When you are paying tax, you also get so much of benefits from tax, like the healthcare benefits are really good, the roads are good, the culture, the environment, no pollution, you have nice free at places you get free transportation as well, even healthcare at times is free, so there are a lot of other benefits which you get, even childcare. I haven't included in this video, but there you also get around 80 pounds for per child per week. So obviously that's a lot of good benefits you get from the tax what you are paying. So don't take that thing in a negative way. So tax is also one of the very important point. And then you also have to consider the expenses. Obviously it's an expensive country. England is known for being an expensive place, especially if you're living in London. It's one of the most expensive cities in the world. So you also have to take into consideration that there is going to be a lot of expenses going to be incurred. There is a video which I've done last week. If you haven't seen, I'll link up in the card or in the description box as well. Please do have a look about the monthly expenses. So you have to consider how much expenses you're going to do about the rent and transport and food and various other things. So that thing is also need to be taken into consideration. So these are the three very important points you have to remember before coming into England. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope after watching this video you have got some information about what things you have to keep in mind before coming to England. अब यहाँ तक वीडियो देख लिया है तो एक लाइक तो बनता है, and सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब now. Also leave me a comment below so I know how you liking the content, or if I can be any help to you guys. If you need any other information, please do leave a comment below, or you can also contact me on my Instagram page Imtiaz Attarwala, or on my Facebook page. Now I'm gonna see you back in my next video. Till the time, keep rising, keep shining. This is Imtiaz from FitBash, signing out.